Hi, it's Mala again. So quickly, I'm here to tell you about the difference between joint tenancy and tenancy in common. Joint tenancy is when you either buy or rent a house jointly, and it is usually recommended for partners or people who have deep relation. If two people buy or rent a house jointly, what it means is that if one person is not able to pay, then the other person is jointly and fully liable for the debt. At the same time, the two parties jointly co-own the property, which means part A owns 100% of the house and part B owns 100% share of the house. So there is no 50-50, no 60-40 or whatever. So both parties are jointly responsible for the house and are jointly liable for the house as well. While tenancy in common is usually recommended for friends or people who really don't have a much deep relationship. And what it means is that if A buy or rent a property with B as a tenant in common, it means that each party is liable for his or her own share. So part B can decide to own 60% of the share, while part B can decide to own 40%, which means if there is a debt, part B is responsible for 40% and part A is responsible for 60%. And the same thing, if the property increases in value, that's if you buy the house, then part A owns 60% of the value of the property and part B owns 40%. Another difference is that if you buy a house as a joint tenant and part A dies, the part of part A automatically transfers to part B without no wills, without no nothing. It belongs or it all transfers automatically to part B. While if the property is bought as a tenant in common, the share does not automatically transfer to part B. His share will be transferred to his estate or to whoever he left in his will, and that person will then decide what will happen with the share. So that's the difference between joint tenancy and tenancy in common. As a financial advisor, I wouldn't advise people who are not married to get a property or rent a property together as joint tenants. But then again, it's just my opinion. You can feel free to do whatever you want. So if you have further questions or comment, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section and I'll be glad to give you further advice for free. All right, now, bye.